Good morning, everyone. We have some major news right now. The United States is considering possibly walking away from peace talks between Russia and Ukraine and will make the decision this week in just a matter of days, according to Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Now, this contradicts prior statements made by Donald Trump and the Trump administration. Donald Trump on the campaign trail had long said that he will take care of the war, he will end it before he even took office. He then said that he would end it within 24 hours of taking office. Then his special envoy to Ukraine, Keith Kellogg, said that Trump will end it within 100 days of taking office. And well, now it looks as though we may not have a peace deal in Ukraine after all. Now, before I continue, if you don't yet subscribe to my Substack, please consider subscribing to support my work. Click the button below, or support my work by sending a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas. I just found out that our Substack is the number one Substack in the world when it comes to news, and we got there in less than 3 months. That is huge, and we could only do that thanks to your support. We're building out a team, we're growing this, we're making it even more professional, and I'm so excited to be on this journey with each and every one of you. So the Ukraine-Russia peace talks, well, they're in limbo right now. We don't know what the future holds, but what we do know is that they could end as soon as in the next several days. Now, meanwhile, the United States is offering to relax some sanctions on Russia as part of a proposed peace deal in the war in Ukraine, but it's unclear whether or not Russia wants a deal. It's unclear whether or not the United States will give Ukraine fair terms. In addition, the National Intelligence Council has concluded in a classified assessment that Venezuela's government is not orchestrating an invasion of the U.S. through the Tren de Aragua gang. Now, this is significant because the Donald Trump administration has long said that the reason why it could invoke the Alien Enemies Act in order to deport men over the age of 14, Venezuelan men, who are part of Tren de Aragua without due process, is because Tren de Aragua is launching a war in the United States. And while privately behind the scenes, it looks as though the Trump administration's own intelligence assessments contradict what they are saying in the courtroom. That is a significant development and could likely lead to increased evidence for any potential criminal contempt hearings that are going to take place in front of Judge James Boasberg. Yesterday, I reported about Juan Carlos Lopez Gomez, a 20-year-old American citizen who was driving from Georgia to Florida. He was detained by Florida Highway Patrol and was placed in a Leon County jail on suspicion of being an unauthorized alien under Florida law. However, his mom showed the judge his birth certificate, his social security number, and yet, despite all that, the judge did not release him, even though he was an American citizen. Well, he has been released, thankfully. But the judge did find no probable cause. An ICE hold remained, and as a result, he spent several hours in jail when he shouldn't have. He was an American citizen. Senator Chris Van Hollen from Maryland confirmed that he met with Kilmar Abrego Garcia late last night and that Abrego Garcia is healthy. Now, it's unclear whether or not Abrego Garcia will be released by the Salvadoran government. Right now, what we know is that Abrego Garcia remains in El Salvador's custody. Van Hollen is traveling back to the United States. He will be providing us with more information as soon as today. Abrego Garcia's legal team, however, is saying, quote, if the government truly believes there's a valid case, it should argue that case in court where a judge can make a fair ruling, not through social media. But none of that can happen unless Mr. Abrego Garcia is brought back to the United States and granted full due process. A Texas school district has banned the Virginia state flag because it features an exposed breast. Connecticut has officially declined to comply with the Trump administration's directive requiring K-12 schools to certify the elimination of certain diversity, equity, and inclusion programs which the administration deems illegal. And the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is reportedly placing an end to most routine safety inspections, shifting oversight responsibilities to state and local authorities. These routine safety inspections make sure that your food is safe, your meat is safe to eat, your milk is safe to drink. Lots of stuff happening. I will continue to provide you updates throughout the day. Hopefully, it's a slow news day, but it's not going to be. So if you want to support my work, please consider becoming a paid subscriber to my Substack by clicking the button below, or supporting my work by sending a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas. And I'll see you again this evening. So take care, everyone.